Hello and welcome back to HUAWEI. In this video, I will be guiding you through the process of setting up your phone without Huawei ID on HUAWEI Pura 70 Pro. Let's begin! As you can see, this phone is freshly after the hard reset, so yeah, let's get started. If you want to change the language that you see, you have to scroll down through these little balls, and then you want to click some sort of ball to change its language. So of course I will stay with English, which is... I lost English language. Oh, here it is. Now don't ask me who made this UI, it's pretty funny. But yeah, let's click and get started. UK fits, and we have to agree to terms of use. We could insert SIM card. I don't have a SIM card on me right now, so I will skip it. And now we have to connect to a network. As you can see, you can't really skip it, surprisingly, since it is required to keep your device secure. Now, this is a lie. Many phones actually do let you go through the process of setting up without Wi-Fi. So something shady is going on, but okay. I will click this here, and now we need to input our password. My password has been inputted, so let's hit connect. And as you can see, we are successfully connected to Wi-Fi. Let's hit continue, continue, and now our device is being activated. Pretty cool. Now we can choose our device protection. We can choose between fingerprint ID, face recognition, and lock screen password. I will quickly set a lock screen password, but not a 6-digit pin, since this is boring. I will go with pattern, and I will go with L shape, which is pretty cool. Of course, the process is also completely skippable, and you can set it up later in the settings. So I will go with that later. Now we can also activate our parental control if we would want to. I do not, so I will go with it now. But of course, if you want to set up parental control, you can watch other videos on our channel on how to do that. And now, here it comes, the Huawei ID. Let's hit continue. And, well, at the first glance, it appears that we cannot skip this. Well, luckily, we can simply hit don't have a Huawei ID or forget our password. And now we can simply give up by clicking maybe later and then hitting leave. So, Huawei ID has been successfully skipped. Let's continue. This is MHS core, which basically is for gathering data around ads. So, of course, I will disable it, since I am just not a fan of collection of my data, you know, as no one should be, to be honest. Let's hit next. Now we have enhanced services. We could be stupid and click enable all services, but obviously you can't do that. Like, this is the most dumbest thing you can possibly do. You want to click this button and simply check what is it, like what are those enhanced services. And quickly it will appear that most of them are some AI random garbage. We have AI lens, AI touch, AI voice, AI, and even more AI. The only thing that's actually worth noting here is probably the automatic software updates and Wi-Fi Plus. But even then, these are completely skippable and you can just ignore these settings completely. So now I will go with enable selected services or no thanks. Once again, it's completely up to you. Now we can join User Experience Improvement Program, which is a fancy name of, hey, can you give us our data, please? So I will go with later. This is the exact same thing, but it's named differently, so I will go with later. And Location Services. Now, we could potentially go with later, but I would say that generally speaking, you want to have your location services enabled, so in case of loss, you have the ability to find your phone via some sort of recovery application like Google Find My Device, and maybe Huawei has something similar. So I will click enable, but once again, if you want to, you can skip it. Now we have data import. If you're coming from an older device, you probably want to go with move data from another device. If you have a backup on your Huawei account, you want to go with restore from Huawei Cloud Backup. Though note that you will need to have an account for this, so you will need to log in anyway. Or lastly, we can set it up as a new device, and it's exactly what I'm going to do. Though, as I said, if you do have some data from older device, I would strongly recommend clicking this now, since later on it's become a real pain to really do it, especially without any kind of third-party application. Now we can enable gestures, and to be honest, gestures are pretty cool, so I'm not going to change the navigation method, but if you want to click change navigation method, and now we will use 3-key navigation. But once again, I'm actually a pretty big fan of gestures, so I will leave with gestures. Now let's hit finish. Now we have app gallery, and this is a simple bloatware. Like, we don't have to do this. As you can see, most of these applications are some useless garbage games which you will never play. So let's uncheck all the games. I will also uncheck the Revolut. No, the Revolut, the OneNote and Edge. Not entirely sure why it's the part of the, bloatware, but okay. So now we can hit next. And as you can see, we still may receive app recommendations. So we might still get some random garbage on our phone. That's pretty fun. And now we can click this beautiful button, try now, and our system is all set up. Of course, unfortunately, there are still some things here that are not downloaded, but they will be once you connect to Wi-Fi and etc, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, that's all for the process of setting up your phone without Huawei ID. If you want to know what to do next, then I will prepare another video called First Things to Do After Setup. So you have a nice way for you to basically check what you want to do. Most importantly, I will be showing you GSpace, which is a nice application that allows you to download Google-based applications, which are incredibly important, because if you look closely, you will see that you have nothing from Google here. This is because from the ban from the US, how can I activate App Gallery? I actually don't know how to showcase you all the applications that are currently installed. Oh, we have. Okay, to be honest, I'm not going to even ask any questions. Anyway, if you look closely, you will see that you have nothing Google-based here. So no YouTube, no Google, no Google Play Store, no anything. And if you want to get them, once again, you can download GSpace. And if you don't know how to do it, I really recommend you watching our First Things to Do video on exactly that topic. But anyway, that's all for this video. If you found it useful, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.